Yeah. They're tightening the stream.
Just blur that drive-by. Are you gonna do it? Feel the heat. Policy's been revised. Feel the heat. Graphic scenes denied. Some like it censored, and some sweat when the bites come on. Some feel the flag and decide that they can go on. Some like it censored, but you can't tell what's wrong till you try. So let's trim out the blood till we're dry.
You're reading that right. YouTube's strengthened approach to online gambling and graphic violence is to go into effect on November 17th of this year. You know, instead of dealing with the porn or the really sexually charged ads that keep showing up. No. We're going to make sure that Junior and Sally, when they escape YouTube Kids, don't run across anything that advertisers would consider uncouth. You know, bad. But let's see what Rob here from Team YouTube has to say. He says, starting on November 17th, 2025, we'll be strengthening enforcement of our community guidelines around online gambling and graphic violence in gaming. Our policies are designed to evolve alongside the digital world, not that one. We're making those updates to keep pace with new trends like gambling with digital goods and to more closely align our guidelines for mature content with industry standards. Here's a summary of what's changing.
It doesn't matter if the subscriber count never changes. What matters is if we let the subscriber count change us. Every one of us has to find a reason to do this. You don't just climb up in front of a microphone and start spouting off your opinions because you're a YouTuber. You do it because you're driven.
Online gambling content. Our current policy prohibits content that directs viewers to online gambling sites or applications that are not certified by Google. We're expanding our enforcement to now cover online gambling with additional items that have monetary value, including digital goods, video game skins, cosmetics, and NFTs. Remember those? Remember NFTs? They're kind of like dubstep. Only old people talk about them now. Social casino content. We're updating our approach to casino-style games where nothing of real-world monetary value is wagered or cashed out. Content that depicts, promotes, or facilitates social casino sites will now be age-restricted. Graphic gaming content. In addition to our existing guidelines around graphic gaming content, we will age restrict an additional small subset of video game content featuring realistic human characters that focuses on scenes of torture or scenes of mass violence against non-combatants. We'll consider several factors when reviewing this type of content, such as duration, if the graphic scene is sustained rather than fleeting, or compilation videos. We'll now consider the cumulative duration of all of the graphic clips combined. Prominence, if the violent imagery is zoomed in or the main focus of the scene. Realistic human characters, if the violence is happening to a character that looks like a real human. What does this mean for you and your content? We expect most channels will experience little to no impact, but we know this is a lot of information and we want to ensure that you have time to adapt. Existing videos. Content uploaded before November 17th that violates these guidelines may be removed or age restricted, but will not result in a strike. Remember, age restricted videos can stay on your channel for 18 plus audiences. Making edits. For creators who have content that's in scope of these updates, you may be able to edit your video description or use our video editor to trim or blur to make any necessary changes before November 17th. Notifications. If we age restrict or remove your content, we'll notify you by email. If you disagree with the decision, you can always choose to appeal. For more details, please review our Help Center articles on illegal or regulated goods and violent or graphic content. Rob, whoever that is, from Team YouTube. So, what does this mean exactly? Well, this accomplishes some of the goals of Clout Shout. You remember Collective Shout down there in Australia, ruining everybody's lives because they can't seem to find anything to do with theirs? Well, these people are very obsessed with violence against women in video games. Violence against men, whatever, do whatever you like. You know, the Hitman games, Assassin's Creed, so long as the men are the ones biting it, that's perfectly fine with them. But when you raise a finger against a woman, well, that's got to be banned. And that's how they're operating. YouTube, of course, buckling under the pressure from Visa, who also mentioned that they wanted to censor this stuff, this violent stuff, because again, it's hard to, get investors around the idea of ripping someone's spine out of their body like a Mortal Kombat kill. And here we are. Also, this is going to hurt creators because guess what, guys? YouTube addresses the lower view counts, which seem to be caused by ad blockers. This is all the way back in September. You didn't hear about it because Google didn't want you to. So here we have it. Google says viewers using ad blockers and other content blocking tools. Ad blockers and other extensions can impact the accuracy of reported view counts. Channels whose audiences include a higher proportion of users utilizing such tools may see more fluctuations in traffic related to updates to these tools. So there you have it. Because you use an ad blocker, YouTube has decided to punish the creators. So if you're wondering why everybody's asking why all the views are down, well, now you know. The graphic violence is going to get your views down, and then also the fact that your viewers are using ad blockers to keep the porn ads out of their face that YouTube wants to push on you. That's right, it's causing the views to go down, 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 even though they're up, up, up with people who are using ad blockers. So if you're a savvy internet user, if you're an intelligent internet user and avoid being propagandized to from every corporation on the planet that can afford it, well, it turns out YouTube's decided they want to hurt you for that and hurt any creator that's facilitating anything you want to watch. So here we are. Is this the end of YouTube? You'll have to let me know down in the comments below. And as always, guys, good luck out there.